Hi, my name is Kat, and today I will be doing my Bout of Books Read-a-Thon wrap-up. So the Bout of Books Read-a-Thon was a week-long event, and my goal was to start and finish 4 books during that week, which I did. Hooray! I also read part of a 5th book, but that was actually at the beginning of the read-a-thon because I had been slacking the previous week. Right at midnight when the read-a-thon started, I was still reading The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. I read about the last 150 pages of this book after midnight at the very beginning of the read-a-thon, even though I should have already finished it before the read-a-thon started, but slacking. Just a little bit. Either way, I'm still counting it toward the read-a-thon, so let's add 150 pages to the total. After finishing The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer, I moved on to my actual planned TBR for the read-a-thon, and I started with Pivot Point by Casey West. I thought this was a great debut novel, a really great start to a series, but also a complete story within itself. There are a couple of lingering questions and hopes, so I'm really eager to continue the series, but I'm really satisfied with how it ended. Pivot Point was 343 pages, so let's add that to the total, bringing us to 493. Math! After Pivot Point, I read The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. This one is probably my favorite premise out of the books that I read this week. I mean, you have a family of psychics and these rich private school boys and ancient Welsh gods hidden in the hills of Virginia. It was a very cool story. I am so excited to continue this series. I believe there's going to be 4 books. It's not a trilogy like I think I said earlier, but a 4-book series, and book 2 comes out in September, so I'm really looking forward to that. The Raven Boys was 408 pages, which brings my total so far to 901 pages. Next, I changed my TBR pile a little bit and added in The 5th Wave by Rick Yancey. I had been hearing so many amazing things about this book, so I really wanted to read it ASAP, so I did, and it did not disappoint. Awesome world, awesome characters, beautiful writing, there's romance and tension because you really don't know who to trust in this book. This is the kind of book where you think you have it figured out, and then you learn things, and they make you question everything. And then you don't know what's going on, but you keep reading because you have to find out. The 5th Wave was 457 pages, which brings my total page count to 1,358. Finally, I finished one more book, and that was Let the Sky Fall by Shannon Messenger. Don't you just want to sing the Adele song every time you read this title? Another book that I really enjoyed. I'm on this great reading streak of good books lately, and I'm loving it. I really enjoyed reading about the abilities of the sylphs, and I think that's how you say it. Sylph rhymes with MILF, I'm pretty sure. I just flew through this book. Pun intended. The characters were awesome, and the writing was very engaging, and it really propelled me forward through the story. Just keep going, keep turning pages, gotta get to the end. Which, by the way, the end was really refreshing because I didn't anticipate that. I like how the story ended. It was a complete arc, but I'm still really excited for the rest of the books in the series. Let the Sky Fall was 404 pages. So, that means my total pages read for the read-a-thon were, drumroll please, I need drums, 1,762 pages. What? Wow. Yeah, that is a lot of pages. So yeah, definitely encouraging me to not be so scared about reading the Song of Ice and Fire series or Stephen King's Under the Dome, because those books are huge, but I think I can handle them someday. Eventually, soon. Now, if you weren't already aware, I am really behind in book reviews. I think the last book review I did was for the Infernal Devices series a while ago. Yeah, I'm really behind. And especially after this last week, the read-a-thon, because now I am 5 books ahead in my 100-book challenge, which is something I really never expected, but is awesome. But it also means there are a lot of books I have read but have not yet reviewed. So I'm going to play a bit of book review catch-up this week. I'm going to review the last 6 books that I read and put them up one each day for the rest of this week. So if you like book reviews, yay! May, there are lots of book reviews coming your way. Rhymes. If you're not really a fan of book reviews, then I'm sorry to flood you with book reviews this week, but this is my last week of school, and after that, I am free, and I will be doing a lot more reading and vlogging and sleeping in, because that's what you do during the summer. That's what I do during the summer. Anyways, that is everything I have for this video today, so thank you very much for watching it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will have a book review up tomorrow, so I will see you then. Goodbye!